Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. So today I really want to discuss a beautiful palette with you. I knew I said to you that the palette I really want to get, and it's an indie brand palette, is from Ansley range and is the Harvest Moon palette. But suddenly the shop I told you about brought out the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Sugar and Spice palette again. It was sold out for a while there and I thought the color story was looking so beautiful, so I couldn't help myself and I decided to get this beautiful palette right here. It's so stunning. It's feeling as well really luxurious, I have to say, because of the faux leather feel to it and the overall execution of this palette. You know, it's looking really high-end, and don't get me wrong, it has a high-end price tag for sure. It's not on the cheap side, but it's really beautiful. So let's open it together. So here's the inside, and I thought the shimmers, the glitters, the sparkly shades, the multi-chromes, the duochromes, everything is looking so stunning and beautiful, and I really wanted to try this one. So what can I say, guys? Without further ado, let's get right into this palette and let's create a look with this beauty. Priming my eyes like always. Oh, and by the way, guys, everything I'm having on my face today, of course, will be linked down below. This time with a little switch, I did my lips beforehand because they are a little bit dry right now, I won't lie. And I decided just to take on the Lip Fetish Astral Lip Balm from Pat McGrath in Bronze Astral. This beautiful lip balm right here. It's with a beautiful warmish brownish undertone and it has really beautiful glitter particles throughout there. So this is what I'm wearing today if you're curious. But like I said, everything will be linked down below anyway. So if you're curious of anything else I'm wearing, just check the info box out. So let's get started. I think I want to try to stay a little bit more on the neutral side today. So that's good because we have many neutral options right here, you know, as in base. So let me think a little bit. I think I really want to start to dip into the shade Brownie with a fluffy danced blending brush. A little bit more powdery. But I usually like that because that means that the eyeshadows are a little bit more on the pigmented side. And I start to pat it at the outer corner. After I patted the shade down at the outer corner of my lid, I swirl it just a little bit around into the crease area. I didn't go too precise because now I want to go into the shade Brulee, this really lightish skin tone type of shade right here. So let's go in there and I will blend the color a little bit out with it, and I'm going onto my brow bone area and just work it downwards to the brownie shade so I can beautifully diffuse this color. I have to say, as of right now, I'm really liking the matte, sinking beautifully into the skin, and it's looking really seamless in the moment, so really liking it so far. And I know there were some complaints that the mattes in here are a little bit too similar or somewhat too light. I can see that, but to be honest, it's not bothering me personally because I like how it's looking overall, and that you have a really dark black in here and a darkenish kind of brown tone. It's making everything easier. Maybe those two you could switch out a little bit, but I don't know. I have to use Marine Q or something like that, this one right here, to can really say if I think they are too similar or not. So maybe I'm changing my mind, but as of right now, I really like the color story as it is. Okay, I would say let's go right into the fun part, and now I think the color that's speaking really to my soul in the moment is Star Anise. It's this one right here. It seems like it's a multi-chrome. It's really beautiful. I think it's a multi-chrome. It's looking really stunning. I hope you can see that. If you are looking right at the pan, you can see that it's really lilac-y, but if I'm going like that, you can see the somewhat greenish tone of the shade. it's a little bit hard. So let's take this one on the finger and maybe it will be better. Oh yeah, it's a typical duochrome that we all know, or even multichrome, I'm not sure. But it's a really strong one. It's beautiful. Can you see that, guys? Let me try my best here. I hope you can see the duochrome shift in it. So stunning. And with this one, I will go at the middle portion of my lid area. Just a little bit. Also going a little bit into that dark brown shade at the outer corner. And I have to say it's going really nicely over a powdery matte base. So that's really, really good. Now with the same brush I used before for the brown, but this time with no product on it, I'm going a little bit into my crease again just to smooth it a little bit more out. So now I want to go really glittery, but I can't decide if I want to go into the shade Mustard now or into the shade Basil. Both are looking so stunning and beautiful. I think Basil is also a duochrome and Mustard is just a really glittery shade, it seems. So that's a hard decision right here, guys. Let me go first into the shade Mustard. It's looking so stunning and I really want to try this one. Oh yeah, it's really glittery and flaky. Let's go with this one into the front portion of the lid. Oh yeah. Oh. Look how impactful this shade is, guys. Ooh, stunning. This is after I said I want to go a little bit more neutral today. Ooh, this is beautiful. I like that. And now, because I really want to use Basil as well, this beautiful shade right here. Again, I'm going into this with my finger. It's looking a little bit more like a toppery shade anyways. And I will go there where the Star Anise and Mustard shade are meeting. I'm going right into there with the shade Basil. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, it will be a fun look. Screw my neutral theming today. Screw it all. And again, a little blending action. Just to diffuse everything a little bit better. And now I'm just going a little tiny bit into the shade Vanilla right here. It's also with a goldenish bluey kind of tone, it seems. And I just pat it, really just pat it on my brow bone. Just really so slightly. So now with the inner corner brush, a really small one, I'm going again into the shade Vanilla with it and put it into my inner corner. Swirling it a little bit around, just to diffuse it ever so slightly. Really like that. My lid is looking now like a little universe in itself, you know. Really like it so far. Now let's come to the lower lash line, and there I want to really stay a little bit more low-key. And with a small blending brush, I will go into the shade Brownie again. This one right here. Really just with light tapping motions, I'm going in there. And I diffuse it onto my lower lash line. Just to give me a light shadow down there. I like that you can really manipulate the intensity of the colors. So if I'm going in there with not much pressure, I can really manipulate the shade to give me just a little bit of a darkness, of a shadow almost to my look. It's working really nice so far, I have to say. Now with a small inner corner brush again, I will go into the shade Nutmeg. This one right here. It's looking also really beautiful. And I will put this one at the front portion of my lower lash line, just a little bit. Okay guys, I think this is all of the look. It was really quick, even though I used many colors in here. It was so easy for me to create this one, I have to say. I'm really happy and excited about it. Wanna dig into this one for sure so much more again. But now let's do quickly the lashes, and we will be right back in a more zoomed out version and my overall thoughts on this palette right here. So guys, here we are again in a more zoomed out version. For my lashes I used my Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eye Mascara to round the look beautifully up. And what can I say? First impressions, it's the first time I tried this brand and so far so good, I have to say. I really like the quality overall. In the moment I like that it's more neutral in the middle area, I have to say. I think the palette is getting more versatility with that. Yeah, if you don't want it too bold, you can really stick to the neutrals and just put one shimmer over the lid and call it a day. I like that for myself personally. I'm a big fan, and I can't say too much about the pastel shades in here. Didn't use them today, but this is the next quest for me. I really want to dive into those ones as well. Really love it. I'm impressed with the shimmer formulation, guys. It's so beautiful. It's a little bit on the thicker side, but it's something I like as well sometimes, you know. I really enjoy those kinds of formulations as well, because that means that there are a little bit more there, a little bit more stronger, and they have a really nice base pigment to them, you know. So really liked it as well. Didn't use everything today, but I really want to dive into this palette again, guys. I'm a big fan. Love the packaging, love how sturdy it is, love how luxurious it's almost feeling, and I really like this one overall. And I think I will try Glaminatrix in the future again sometimes, for sure, because I'm very much impressed with their formulation. And yeah guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, I would be really happy if you give me a thumbs up, that I know that you like this kind of content. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said guys, I hope we will see each other next time. Bye!